Hi, students. Hurricane Iota slammed into northern Nicaragua last night with sustained winds of 155 and gusts of 190. So the the amazing thing about this storm, there are two amazing things about this storm. The first is that it struck about 15 miles from where Hurricane Ada hit about 2 weeks ago. So this is going to be a humanitarian crisis, as I said yesterday. And we don't know much at this point because the hurricane right now is winds of about 105. It's inland, still causing damage, and it's just daylight today. It's just daylight today there now. So we'll be learning a lot more today, and I'll give you an update tomorrow. The second thing that's so incredible is how late it is in the season. It's November. So we're pretty far south there. Remember, it's about 7 degrees north of the equator. So that's why you can have winds of this magnitude. There's obviously a lot of heat from ocean water, but it's still incredible how late in the season we are here with a storm of this magnitude, and it's going to be a historical storm. I just wanted to briefly introduce Module 12 on the emergency management cycle, and the critical thing about this module is how things have changed over the last 20 years or so. What back in 1992 when I was involved with Hurricane Andrew, there was very little information online. Most of the information you got was over the radio, over the TV. We had the internet. It was just beginning though, and there was very little information that you could get online. Now there's so much information online, and everybody is plugged in with phones and tablets and computers. So there's a wealth of information, and governments have taken advantage of this to really educate everybody in advance of a major storm or a tsunami. The other thing that's really changed over the last 20 years or so is the government's role in preparing folks. We were really caught flat-footed in 2005 with Hurricane Katrina, where the emergency response was so poor, the preparedness was really lacking, and this caused this major calamity in New Orleans. And since that time, it was a real wake-up call for the United States and other governments around the world. And since that time, there's so much more effort that's gone into planning ahead of storms, not only in terms of the structural aspects of the emergency cycle, but also the non-structural aspects we'll talk about, the warning systems. So now today things are in a much better place in the U.S. That's not so in underdeveloped countries, which you'll learn about in this module. But we have a lot more resources being devoted to planning ahead and informing the public and getting people to plan ahead and getting people to make plans. So this really helps in the case of an emergency. It's really changed from the 1990s, like I said, when the TVs would go for days and days and days in advance, and there would be very little on the moment information about the storm. It just got to be exhausting because all you did was watch TV, and people got very slack about it, and people just, another storm's coming to Florida, and it's probably going to turn, and nobody really took it seriously. And then Andrew hit, and that was a wake-up call. So there's been a lot of changes. I think you'll really enjoy this module. And tomorrow I'm going to talk to you about the flood insurance, the National Flood Insurance Program, NFIP. Have a great day.